Thank you. It's wonderful to see so many people out here for such a sad but also a wonderful purpose. You know, we at American Cornerstone Institute grieve with everyone as we think about the loss of our friend and partner, Charlie Kirk. But did you hear a political figure last week saying that Charlie Kirk was ignorant because he didn't have a college degree? I've seen him run circles around people with college degrees. You know, I wonder if that political figure realizes that most of learning in life comes outside of the classroom. And I am delighted to see the young people of our land merging with the older people like me and moving in the same direction and understanding that our nation was founded upon the kind of principles that allowed us to rise from nothing to the pinnacle of the world in record time. That was no accident. That was because of what we believed, including our Judeo-Christian beliefs, that our rights come from our Creator and not from government. Now, for many decades, there have been people who are trying to fundamentally change who we are. And there was a man by the name of Cleon Skousen who wrote a book called The Naked Communist in the 50s. And he exposed the things that were being done by the Marxists to gain control of our country. Such things as gaining control of the public education system and the teacher unions so that you could infiltrate and indoctrinate our young people. It was a radical leftist who said, give me your children to teach for 4 years, and the seed that I sow will never be uprooted. That's what's going on. They also had a goal of gaining control of the media and Hollywood so they could change the culture in America, making sexual perversion normal, natural, and healthy. And speaking of that, pushing God out of our society and changing the gospel to the social gospel. Have you noticed that a lot of preachers don't want to talk about what's in the Bible if it's counter to the social gospel? Well, I challenge the ministers out there to talk about what the Bible says and not what the leftists say. And get on board of the revival that is coming. We are not going to be able to stop it. You see evidence of it right here in the stadium. We're all going to be a part of it. I love the fact that Erica is going to take over, and we're going to grow the Turning Point to a very significant level. And I want us all to remember, you cannot be the land of the free if you're not the home of the brave. You got to stand up for what you believe in. And in closing, I want to read a passage from John 12:24, remembering that Charlie was shot at 12:24 p.m. Verily, verily, I say unto you, this is Christ speaking, except a corn of wheat fall onto the ground and die, it abideth alone. But if it die, it bringeth forth much fruit. And I want to thank Charlie for his sacrifice because much fruit is going to be realized. Thank you.